Welcome to another episode of Lingoku. Let's say we write the following sentences. L studies at Binus University. L is a psychology major. Iksan is L's friend. Iksan borrowed a book and gave the book to L. Then Iksan and L went jogging because jogging is good for Iksan and L. What is the problem with this writing? Grammatically, there is no problem, but there are ways we could rewrite these sentences so that we don't have to keep writing nouns like L and Iksan so many times. So in this episode, What is a Pronoun? We're going to look at how pronouns can help us improve our writing. Let's take another look at these sentences. L studies at Binus University. L is a psychology major. Because I know that the second sentence is about L, I will replace L in the second sentence with the pronoun she. Next we have Iksan is L's friend, and here too I can replace L with a pronoun her. The third sentence I can also replace Iksan with he and L with her, so that I have he borrowed a book and gave the book to her. Now I can only do this because I know who is the he, the she, and the her. All of these sentences are about L and Iksan. If I didn't know this, then I would be confusing my reader. The reader would be thinking, who are you talking about? Who is the he? Who is the she? But in this situation, it's very clear that the sentences are about L and Iksan. In this sentence, I can make one more substitution and replace the book with it. Because if I rewrite, he borrowed a book and gave it to her, I know that it is referring to the book. How about the fourth sentence? Then Iksan and L went jogging because jogging is good for Iksan and L. How could I change it? Iksan and L I could replace with they, and the sentence becomes, then they went jogging because jogging is good for Iksan and L. And I could also replace the Iksan and L at the end. And here what I'll do is I'll replace Iksan and L with the pronoun them. I also see jogging. Jogging is what we call a gerund. A gerund is an ing form of a verb that acts as a noun. And what I can do in this case with a gerund is I can replace the second jogging with it. Because I know that it refers to jogging. So now the sentence becomes, then they went jogging because it is good for them. So let's reread this. L studies at Binus University. She is a psychology major. Iksan is her friend. He borrowed a book and gave it to her. Then they went jogging because it is good for them. Okay? So it reads a little bit better. I mean, there are other things we could do to make the writing even more clear, but it's better than the original version that we had. So what is a pronoun? Pronouns such as she, her, he, it, they, them are words that take the place of nouns. And remember, a noun is a person, place, thing, or idea. But not just nouns, but noun phrases and gerunds. So for example, we had nouns such as L and Iksan. An example of a noun phrase would be the book. And then we had one gerund in this group of sentences. The gerund was jogging. So the benefit of pronouns is that when we speak or write, they allow us to use fewer words and avoid repetition. See you in the next episode. Student and teacher worksheets available at lingoku.com.